Some
Hello,
waiter get
everybody. Welcome to
fired.
this week's edition of the Level Up Show. I am your host, the one and only Derek. With me, as always, the two men that are always coming straight out of Compton. It is Ryan and Ralph. Hello, boys. How's Compton
Mhm.
treating you?
The there's a lack of Walmarts.
What about lack of
Mhm.
crazy motherfuckers named Ice Cube?
Oh, which reminds
Well,
me, I saw a cat wander around the Menards parking lot, so it
Is
is
it the same
not
cat?
just a Missouri thing.
Is it the same cat from Missouri?
I don't know. It could be.
That would be pretty fucking awesome. He hitched all the way here just to fuck with you. Oh, fuck.
But yeah, but
How we
didn't a
doing,
waiter
boys?
get fired for posting the Peyton Manning tip
Uh,
or something like that?
Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning like tipped him like 100 something, or he's tipped him a shitload, and then the waiter posted online the receipt
I
and
don't
how much
know.
Manning tipped him. I thought that waiter ended up getting fired for that.
He might have. I didn't hear.
He tipped him $100.20. No.
wrong show.
Definitely the wrong show. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again with us. I'm gonna get right to it this week. Go over what we've been playing. We'll get into some news. That sound good? Great.
Great.
I'm gonna get right through what I've been playing, ladies and gentlemen. I decided to give some Tropical Freeze some more play. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Wii U. Fantastic looking game. Last you guys had checked in with me, or last I checked in with you, I was sitting at world number 2, the final boss. It was this stupid fucking owl who was really fucking obnoxious, who had 3 fucking levels to him that you had to hit 3 fucking times, and I died 30 times trying to beat it on Monday. 30. 30 times. 30 times. Like 3-0.
In a row, or did you take a break?
Nope, that was 30 in a row.
You didn't go 37 in a row?
No, 37? Hey, get back here. 30 in a row. And at which point I was so frustrated, so upset, that I could not pass this stupid fucking owl, I decided to trade it in. I just couldn't do it anymore. I could
Your
not.
Wii U?
No, my Wii U, I'm not that big of an idiot yet. I only traded in Tropical Freeze. Fuck.
For a Baja
So-
Blast?
I don't want to talk about Baja Blast right now. It's gone.
Well, it's at Taco Bell still.
I made me really depressed now. Thanks for reminding me that it's all gone. So no, Tropical Freeze. It's a great game. I plan on getting it again. I'm hoping that it pops up on one of these Nintendo Smash Brothers sales for like uber cheap, so I can buy it again.
It won't.
Awesome. I got like $37 out of it, which was enough for me. And I used that towards purchasing Destiny. Picked up Destiny on Monday night when I went and did the midnight release. Worked that, and picked Destiny up. So, I guess I could talk to you a little.
Physical releases during the midnight release. Is what you're telling
I'll
me?
tell you. With the Madden release that we had, there's about 25 physical releases that happened that night. For Destiny, there was about 100 people.
Any shirts left?
No, we had 19 shirts.
Oh, damn.
I did get this really cool bracelet, though. Do you want to see this bracelet?
It's not around your penis, is it?
Nope, that's called a cock ring. Hang on.
Oh, okay. It's just us again. So, did you... I was non-stop this week.
It was actually better than the first 2 times I saw it. Oh shit, he's back.
Oh,
I'm back. What are you talking about?
nothing?
What the fuck? Oh, God.
Talk about what we normally talk about when we
Random shit that I get to listen to when I edit this fucking thing?
yeah,
Alright, so that
random, you mean non-stop.
Non-stop randomness.
Stop! God damn it. Alright, so you got the little Destiny vagina
That
symbol.
looks like a jock strap.
It's
That
pretty
logo
bad.
thing.
So then it says, Become Legend.
Like Will Smith.
Yep, and then it says, Destiny. And it fits around my penis, I just don't like to wear it around there.
Does it
But
fit
you
around
might-
a tuna can?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like, see my penis like that, see? It fits around it, but it looks like an infinity symbol, so
Oh, Mario Kart 8. Got it.
I don't need any of that action. So Destiny and Ralph, I would love for you to chime in here because I'm probably going to go on a little bit of a tangent. Let's see.
A
Much
Destiny
like
tangent.
Yep, much like Watch Dogs, Destiny was a game I was really, really excited for. When somebody tells me it's a game much like Borderlands, and I consider Borderlands, or at least the sequel, Borderlands 2, to be one of my favorite games. Like, I really enjoy that game for the story, the humor, the abilities, the guns, the loot. Like, the whole game just works for me. It fits into something that I don't even really like, which is first-person shooters, but it fits in the other things that I love, which is kind of ironic. It's weird.
Diablo things.
Sure, yeah.
The loot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's fine. To be honest with you, the more and more I read about Destiny, the more and more I felt like I should play Diablo, because people seem to talk like it's very similar as far as the MMO stuff and the
More hours
loot
of
stuff.
Diablo 3 than I did Skyrim.
So I was excited for Destiny, right? When somebody tells me Borderlands, I think Borderlands. When they say Borderlands meets Halo, I still think Borderlands because I didn't play Halo. I went and I bought it, loaded it up that night, played it, and let me tell you, that game is, for me, it's underwhelming. It's a fine-made game. It looks okay. Plays really well. I didn't have any issues with the servers whatsoever.
Like, I thought it looked awesome. Like the graphics.
I didn't think it was that amazing looking either.
Yeah, I just thought it was just okay.
It looks so good.
I don't know. I mean, it ain't no Infamous, which is like the standard right now, I would
Honestly,
think.
I even thought it looked better than that because there's more variety. Infamous is mostly just kind of gray and.
It looked like a higher scale Halo game.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of thought it looked like a upper end, or it looked like it'd been developed for PS3, PS4, Xbone, 360.
I agree.
Kind of like Watch Dogs. I think it looked better than Watch Dogs, though.
I agree. It did look better than Watch Dogs, but there were some things that, like, we were playing on the moon the other night, right? The moon looked pretty cool, but...
Well, no, you guys haven't seen Watch Dogs on Wii U yet to make that judgment.
or in Mexico.
Yeah.
Russia, so the game starts and, you do your little tutorial and you make a character and you have awesome Peter Dinklage, who is just astounding with his voice acting. That's sarcasm, because he's really fucking bad.
He's terrible.
So you have that, you make your character, and then you start on Russia, which is the place you started in the beta. And that's fine. Like the first mission that you do is the mission from the beta, and it's all well and good. Again, one of my gripes was the loading screens, because when you set your destination to go, you literally take off and then you hover or fly, whatever you want to call it. It's a loading screen where you're just sitting there flying in one area, and then finally when the game's ready to load out, it zooms you down to the surface. I find that to be really obnoxious.
I would have rather
just see you land.
I would have rather been the black loading screen with a little symbol in the right-hand corner.
It probably would have been quicker too if it would have been that.
I don't need those graphics. I don't give a fuck. Load my game quick. I don't give a fuck about anything else. What are you trying to say, Ryan?
I don't know. It probably wouldn't have been that much quicker, but like, you'd rather have them have you land from your plane instead of just appear there.
I just want a black screen that says loading if I'm gonna have a loading screen. Don't care about it.
What if Pong was on the screen?
Don't give a fuck.
No. I think Atari has copyright to that or something. Maybe it's Namco.
Probably. So then you load, right? And you load out, and you get dropped in your zone in Russia, and you start your mission, whatever. So you say you finish that mission, you go to the next one, and you pick your loadout zone, and it's a different spot on the map, and then you load up. You get dropped in the same fucking spot every fucking time. And that, to me, is obnoxious. Like, I know that that's probably a very little minimalistic thing that not a lot of people will complain about. To me, that's a big deal. If I'm picking a different spot on the map, give me a different loadout spot. I shouldn't have to load in the same fucking spot every time. I don't think that would be good.
Well, I saw us doing the same mission on accident a few times. I'm like, did I just pick that same mission?
It's stupid, right? Like, I was very unhappy with that. Like, that really fucking bugged me. And I pushed through whatever. I played it anyway. There's certain parts of it that I get that are very MMO-esque. That like I was digging around in the game and I came across this. I don't know, it was like a cavern or something. And I walked in and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then all of a sudden, these dudes turn around and they all have question marks on them, and I got fucking butt raped super quick. And I was like, well, I'm dead. So that was fucking awesome. So I was kind of like, God damn it. Like, I'm fucking around and I got my ass raped. And that's MMO stuff, I guess, to be expected. I'm going to find high-level guys and in different
It
areas.
sounded like a trap, right? Was it not?
It wasn't a trap because it wasn't part of the mission. It was just me messing around, and I stumbled across it.
Okay. Well,
So,
sounds like that can happen in any type of like RPG.
So then, yeah, it could. It's just it's an MMO or RPG type thing. It's just me being picky. So then, again, I'm not trying to just pick on the bad stuff. I'll talk about the good stuff here in a minute.
Well, it doesn't sound like there is much good because everything I've heard has been about the same.
So the loot is really obnoxious as well. There's not a lot of loot to begin with. It's very few and far between, and you can make the case for quality over quantity, where in Borderlands the guns aren't necessarily better. There's just a fuck ton of them, but the quality of the guns in Destiny might be better. I would just prefer to have a wider selection than, oh, I just killed this boss and he dropped one piece of gear, one, and there's no chests to be found.
Borderlands, rain gear.
Rain.
Killed one dude.
I found a couple chests, but they were really rare, apparently, and they had like shit in them.
And that annoyed the piss out of me. It really fucking did.
Yeah.
Did you need a gold key to open it?
The multiplayer is the multiplayer is any standard 5v5 multiplayer you've ever played before. It's nothing special. The story, absolutely non-existent, and if it's there, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So it's just not. It's not everything I wanted it to be, and that's fine.
Did you finish it?
No, I'm at level 12 right now. The soft cap apparently is 20. I saw somebody level 23 last night. I've heard people upwards of level 29. Now, everything I've been reading to try to keep myself intrigued in this game and not trade it in for the $41 I can trade it in for has been everything starts after you hit 20. Now, my response to that is fucking keep me interested so I can hit level 20. Because right now, playing by myself because I don't have anybody to play with isn't interesting me. Like, I don't want to play. I have no reason to play by myself. None.
Well, what's supposed to happen at level 20? Is the story end then, or what?
I don't know. You start collecting experience as like orbs of light, which you can use to level up, and you get better gear. And obviously, the more you level up, the higher your, or the more you level up, the better you'll be for raids. Because there's like there's events coming in September. Awesome, cool. Like I love that they're trying to do that to keep people entertained. The first one's a Crucible thing. I don't care about multiplayer, whatever. The next thing is a level 29 raid. Which I'm assuming is still going to be your 3-man fire team or whatever it is. I doubt it'll go up to, 10 or 15 man or whatever they have in like WoW or whatever. Level 29 though, so they're again pushing you to try to get to that higher level to have that higher tier of gear and spend the money to buy that stuff. But again, I want to be kept entertained to get there. And right now, playing story missions alone is really fucking boring.
Is this a jab at me? Because I don't think it is, but maybe it is.
No, why would it be a jab at
You're
you?
playing alone.
Well, you could have played with random people.
No, I can play, but I can play with random people. But I did that one instance with random people, and I would rather, dude. That hour and a half that you and I played with Tony was the funnest I've had in this entire game because we're just fucking around. And I mean, we fucked some bitches up. You leveled up like once or whatever. But like us jumping into that.
So you guys were hanging out in an elevator. Is that what you're telling me?
Us jumping into that crater when Tony's like, "Hey, there's a bunch of guys down here," and like kind of setting up, and we both just dive in there. That was fucking hilarious. Like that was super funny and fun to me. That's I think the point of this game, and they built it really well because it is fun to have multiple people. It's meant to be played that way. But the problem is, I am lacking in the friend department when it comes to this game, and that is not a jab at you.
I just think I could have had the same amount of fun in any game, though. Because, like, I didn't know what the fuck we were doing that entire time we were playing. I was just following you guys around. It's like, we were just meandering as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
I
It was definitely
Yeah. Did you find the cat suit?
climbed up the pole.
definitely missions. And I mean, to me, it was fun because, again, it was the whole point of it is being able to hang out with people, virtually through the game and being able to level up and all that stuff. So I'm hoping with a couple other my friends that picked it up on yesterday and today that they'll be able to level up quite quickly and we'll be able to play again. Because I don't want to trade it in. I don't. I really want this game to keep me entertained until, whatever comes out next. Borderlands, the pre-sequel. I really want it to keep my interest, and I don't want to trade it in because I want it to be able to be a long-standing game. But the way I feel right now is that I could go and trade it in today and not really care. I don't want to, but it wouldn't affect me one way or the other. It really wouldn't.
I was thinking about getting it this weekend, but now I probably won't ever get it. I think I'm just going to wait for that Lord of the Rings game.
Yep.
I
would just wait. The good part about Destiny, so I'll give you some good things. Like I said, the servers held up really well. I didn't have any server issues. I had internet connection issues last night, but I think that might have been my own fault. The characters look cool. I don't like that there's only 3 classes, but the characters look cool. What else? The world that they built, so I don't know what it's called, I guess, but Earth and the backstory, it's really rich. Like, they could make a sequel out of this game, and I haven't even beaten it. They can make a prequel out of this game, and I haven't played more than 8 to 10 hours of it. They can do a lot with this area that they've built, this game that they've built, this lore that they've built. And I think that's awesome for Bungie, because I think they'll have a really good series on their hands. And I'm hoping, much like I hope Watch Dogs 2 is better, that the sequel to Destiny is even better, and that they're able to build on the good and take the opportunities from the poor and figure it out for the sequel. That's my 2-cent review on Destiny. I'm not done with it, but that is my first impressions. Ralph, anything to add?
Well, I want to tell you how I acquired Destiny. So I was gonna buy. I was so close to buying an Xbox One because
you really should
have. Well, because you got
should have.
Yeah,
listen. Did you hear about this deal? Let him tell you about the deal.
So the deal was, I just
can't imagine you encouraging anybody to buy an Xbox.
Only for this reason. Listen, it's a good deal.
I think it's just about anywhere this week. You bought an Xbox One, you get to pick a physical game free of your choice. But I think some places weren't giving you Destiny, which is fine. But
so you're all over Rise.
So, yes. So Best Buy still had the Madden bundle of the Xbox One. So, and it's normal, same price as a regular Xbox One. So I'm like, that's a game right there. And then, the free game. And then if you bought it at Best Buy, you got a 2-year membership to Gamers Club Unlocked, which gives
Disney World,
which gives you 20% off all new games.
All games.
Yeah,
all games.
I think they had something similar for the PlayStation 4 when that was launched, because I think my brother got that deal.
That was a different bundle. That was called the Epic Bundle, where you get 2 years of Geek Squad protection, 2 years of Gamers Club, and then an extra game and an extra controller for an extra $100 and some odd.
Yeah, he went and got that business.
Anyway,
so I was thinking about doing that. I was in the store, looking. Well, of course, this Best Buy here didn't have shit for games, because I was just going to end up buying a physical copy of Madden with my Madden bundle and then trade in the physical copy of Madden. I'm like, this is stupid. So I decided against it. And I'm like, well, I'll just buy Destiny. Fuck it. So I acquired 10% off Destiny through the Target Cartwheel app.
Nice.
I acquired a 10% off anything at Target coupon from whenever you move the
movers
service.
Coupon.
Yeah, the movers coupon will give you 10% off. So
anything.
So there's 20% off right there. I have the red card, so that gives you 5% off. So there's 25% off Destiny already. So I was in Target on Monday, and they had where you could pay $1 to reserve Destiny, and they'd give you a $5 gift card when you paid for it. I'm like, might as well, fuck it.
Yep.
That way I know they'll
Would you
have
pay like
one at
40
least.
bucks?
Pretty much. And when I bought it, I got a free 6-pack of 16.9-ounce Coke bottles. Because that was a deal they were doing. So I went ahead and bought this controller at Target also because it went ahead and knocked off 15% off it, I guess. Because I had the 10% off anything and then a 5% red card discount. So, I don't know. I thought that was a good way to get Destiny, I guess. Paying like $45 ish.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You know how to wheel and deal, that's for sure.
And then 2 days later, I got $43.50 out of it from GameStop. So,
Did you have anything else to add to?
While you were at GameStop, did you pre-order Madden for next year?
I did. Madden 26. I guess it'd be 27. I mean, Destiny was just, I don't know. I just was playing it, and I kept thinking, I think I'd rather be playing Borderlands, which is probably weird for me to say, but
The first one or the second one?
first one.
Yeah,
Probably
I like the
either.
first one more too.
I mean, it seemed fine. It's just like I never was a huge Halo fan from what I played of Halo.
Right.
And like, I don't know if I really like futuristic first-person shooters for some reason. I don't know why. And it felt a little too much like Mass Effect to me at times. Like with the wherever you're going around in third person. What the hell's that area called? The tower.
The tower.
And like, I didn't know what half the shit did or what the half the shit meant because the tutorial was terrible. Because like, I'm like looking at shit in like Glimmer, and it took me a while to figure out Glimmer was your currency.
Right.
And man, I don't know. It seemed confusing to me. I don't know if that was like an MMO thing. I just wasn't used to the way it was set up, and I hate navigating the menus because Ryan told me that they looked like they were meant for Kinect, and I think
Yeah.
he's right.
That's what they look like.
Because that was really annoying, like dragging around your cursor to select
Yeah,
shit.
it's not easy.
You
I
can't just hit up and down, and like, what if you hit up and down with D-pad?
Nothing.
That's
They tell you
dumb.
fuck
Big middle finger
The
comes
game,
off.
the game ejects and shoots out at you like the pizza cannon from Ninja
I've got a
Turtles.
story about ejecting, by the way.
What about
Oh,
your finger
yeah.
on that
But
pad?
I
With your
guess
finger on the pad, does it do anything?
I don't know.
I don't know. But the point is, Destiny is probably fine, but it's just not something I would be into.
The best game out for your system right now, but only right now. So if you wanted something to play and you have nothing else to play, go pick it up.
I'd still recommend Diablo over it. Yeah.
I kind of want to play Diablo.
Infamous, I would say Infamous or Diablo.
After watching you play Diablo 3, I kind of do want to play it a little bit. It looked pretty cool. There was so much shit going on, though.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you're forgetting Wolfenstein, but unless you're talking about new, like, in this recent time period.
Like in the last
Yeah,
month, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
What
for
else
it.
did I? What else did
You
I
could
do?
also get Thief for like $9 from GameFly.
Not that. I talked about. I played more Phoenix Wright Professor Layton. I don't have much more to say about that quite yet. Finished the Walking Dead season 2. Coconut and I played that episodes 4 and 5 finally on what was it? Wednesday, Tuesday, maybe just yesterday. I can't remember. One of the 2 days.
Yeah. When did that come out? Because I meant to talk about it when it came out. I just
Like
forgot.
a week or 2 weeks ago. A week or 2 weeks ago.
I think I might have forgot because I knew you hadn't played it yet. But
Yeah,
that's why I didn't. But
It's this whole season was pretty much a letdown for me. I'm not the first person, nor will I be the last person to say I don't know that I'll pre-order anything from them again. I might just wait till the physical release. Not to mention every physical release you get you got a platinum with the first season. I didn't get a platinum with this. If it means I have to pay $20 for a disc base to get a platinum trophy for free, gonna do that.
wait, Did you get disc-based the first time, or did you not get
Yep,
disc-based the
I
first
got
time?
disc-based. I got disc-based the first
I
time.
didn't get the first game. Just had a platinum associated with it, whether you got disc or not, because I also got a
Oh,
platinum for it.
all right. Well,
So
then
I don't know if you're guaranteed to get a
I,
platinum on
ret-
disc
I
this time
retract
around.
my platinum statement, but I do not retract my I will not pre-order again because I was really, really let down with the story. This is spoilers for anybody that's played this game, and Ralph, I don't know that you really give a shit? Question mark.
Nope.
So
Nope.
at the like almost towards the middle end of episode 5 in season 2, Clementine gets shot, um, and she goes into like this coma stage. She all of a sudden the game like flashes, and you wake back up in the bus from the first season, and you're next to Lee and Kenny, who is in season 2, is driving. His wife Katja and his son Duck are in the front seat. You had just kicked this lady off of the bus, and like you have a really good 20 to 30 minute scene where you're in this bus, and
I
after a
wonder
while
what happened if you didn't kick her off though, because there was a chance where you could have said I
you
did
could have
that
said no.
she stayed.
It probably just would have
Uh,
changed the person on the table in the back because it showed whoever's back there who was the opposite of who you kicked out, I think. But it happened instantaneously, and the coconut and I were just like, oh shit, because to me like that's taking a risk. That's going. We know we fucked up. We know the season sucked. Boom, in your face. Season 1's still alive and well. We're going back here. And like I know that'd be a cheap shot to a lot of people that
oh,
invested all that time and that emotion into season 1 and how fantastic it was. But I thought that was ballsy enough to try to do something like that. And even if it would have left it on a cliffhanger and it wasn't that we were back there, I would have been fine with that ending. Us thinking that you're back with Lee and that he's not dead, I would have been okay
I
with
took that a completely different way.
it. Did you?
I thought that it meant that Clementine was dying.
Oh, really?
And she was seeing shit. I thought either she was dying or because she was shot, she was delirious.
No,
But I didn't think that we were
I
going to
thought she,
do dream sequence and what's his face from Step by Step Dad was going to be there in the shower.
um, so Lee, like I said, I really wish, I kind of wish that the ending of season 2 would have been her waking up from this possible dream she was having with being with One-Eyed Kenny and all that shit, and actually being back with Lee, but then the episode resumes and you are back with One-Eyed Kenny in the snowstorm, and you meet up with him and this other girl you were with who and nobody fucking knows comes walking in, and they had this baby with him. She says that she lost the baby. Kenny loses his shit, tries to kill her. You shoot Kenny, no pun intended, from South Park. That happens. He says, nice job. You go to the car. The baby is fine, and you live happily ever after.
You could have not shot him, though. I wonder if Kenny would still die.
There is a point, like I was looking at the different endings, and if you don't shoot Kenny, then you can either wind up with him and the baby, just him. You can even end up with just the baby,
And both of them dead?
and both of them not around. Yeah, you can shoot Kenny and leave Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was okay with leaving with Jane. It's just I thought the whole baby thing was kind of dumb.
I thought the whole season was kind of dumb. It was kind of a letdown for me. So I'm not excited to play season 3, which we know is going to happen.
Season 1 had its shortcomings in the end also, that whatever the hell that dude was that apparently was somehow listening to everything you were doing
Right, but at
didn't
least
make
it
any
had
sense. Yeah.
at least it had an ending of some sort. Yeah, you saw Clementine walking and seeing those people in the distance, but there was so much more variety in that season. I really felt you got kind of the best of everything. Where this season it felt like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So Telltale has definitely lost a little bit of my faith. The Walking Dead series, anyway. The Wolf Among Us definitely still in top 5 contention and possible game of the year. I haven't decided, but that is still way up there. Still one of the best things that I've played this year. So, Walking Dead season 2 sucks. Just so you know.
It doesn't completely suck. But there was like a middle two episodes that were all right.
I also watched the Lego Movie again with Jolene, and we watched The Dark Knight together. And judge how you will about me showing my daughter The Dark Knight at the age of almost 3.
Did she think everything was awesome?
I mean, she kept yelling "Bam Bam" and Joker, so it's fine.
I was just talking about the Lego song.
Oh,
I got it.
she
I've never
enjoyed.
seen it.
She enjoyed everything is awesome. She danced. She sang. She's all about everything being awesome. That's all I've done. That is all I've done. Ryan, no, let's go to Ralph. Let's leave Ryan for last. Ralph, what else you been doing?
I played some Diablo 3 again.
Yeah.
Up to level 40 now.
Yeah, we're close to the end then.
Yeah, I think I just
40
got
Ds?
a lot of
Wait.
Ds. I think I just got to Act 3. Maybe.
Act 3, I can't remember if that's when you killed Diablo or not.
No, I've been. I think I'm
Act
closer.
4
I think I'm
is
close.
when you killed Diablo.
I think I'm close to Act 4, but so is like Reaper of Souls like Act 5 basically? Or...
Yeah, I think Act 4 you kill Diablo, and then Reaper Souls picks up sometime after Act 4 ends.
Okay, but so yeah, I was in the middle of doing some quest yesterday, playing that, and the disc pops out of my PS4.
Oh,
So I saw, and what's funny is like I saw online a couple hours earlier that Sony released some video showing you what to do if your PS4 randomly ejects discs.
oh my God.
But apparently that's been happening. I wonder if that's like related to any like recent patch that has been causing it.
It might be, but I don't know. It only happened. Well, it may have happened the other day when I was at work, because I came home and my system was on, and the disc was hanging out the system.
Oh shit! I should check. My PS4's downstairs. I should see if that happened to mine.
So I don't know. I guess I fixed it. I did whatever they told me to do, which was basically unplug everything for like 3 minutes. But I don't know. That game's still damn awesome. So.
Your PlayStation 4 just got really excited and eject that disc.
As a physical release, yeah.
They had too much of an ejection.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I mentioned Destiny. I don't know. I've been watching that Monday Night War shit on the WWE Network.
Have you? It's
Yeah.
been good, man. I haven't. The only episode I haven't watched was the Mick Foley one yet.
I started the one right before that one.
What's the
The,
war?
That's the DX one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That one's not bad. Typical Triple H gloating about himself being awesome.
It's hard to listen to Triple H and Vince McMahon talk.
Why?
It's like, well, maybe I'm just biased, but whenever Vince McMahon was talking about Ted Turner, and Ted Turner calling him up one day and saying, like, the only reason your show's doing better than ours is because your show shows the tit.
The tit, yeah.
And Vince
What about
McMahon's
the
like,
Nitro Girls?
yeah, really. McMahon's like, he couldn't admit we had the better product. I'm like, well, Ted Turner's an idiot, but he kind of had a point. Because I don't know if like the product was better, but it was a lot racier.
It was definitely what you wanted to watch if you were a teenage boy.
Yeah, so.
I thought they split it so that the second hour was the hour where things were getting a little more mature.
I'm sure it was, because it was, you had Raw is War, and then after 9 o'clock it was the War Zone.
Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't see a lot of WWEF, like, in the day, because I didn't have USA.
See, and that's
Like-
mostly what I watched, even though I watched at my grandma's who had cable. I preferred WWE because of Stone Cold.
I would
think
switch back and forth.
I think what got me into WCW was the Nintendo 64 games, mostly. Like that.
Was it the Raven? Is that what got you into it?
I have some Raven shirts to this day.
I have
Like shirts with
I
Raven
don't-
on it, or just like jean jackets?
Well, both.
I know the reason I got into WCW is because that's what Jake, that's what he watched. So anytime I'd go over to his house on Monday nights, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, let's watch Raw," and they're like, "No, we watch Nitro here." I'm like, "Oh." Okay.
Do you guys remember
And
like
go
Billy
on Thursdays, and it would be Thursday Thunder, and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, it's wrestling. I'm like, but it's Thursday. They're
It's
like, yeah, Thursday
barely a
Thunder.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like superstars nowadays.
Pretty much.
WCW NWO Thunder wasn't too bad of a game though.
Yeah, it was. It was. It was just a reskin Nitro game, and that game was
Yeah,
terrible.
more characters.
Well,
I played like
yeah.
all the wrestling games, but then
I mean, I played them all, but man,
you should have seen like Lex Luger's back in that game. It just looked like it looked like somebody had like grated some cheese over his back, and it looked terrible.
it looked like a pizza with bacon stuffed crust
But
coming through
Yeah,
the
bud.
internet.
Oh, fuck.
Wait,
do you guys
Yeah.
remember Billy Kidman in the WCW though?
fuck yeah, I do. Did the
He looks so different now. Like I remember being kind of like a skinnier dude.
What did he do? He did that splash, right? That backward splash?
yeah? Was it called the 7-year itch?
Yeah, that's what I
think
feel
it
like
was.
you're right. I feel like you're right.
He must have been really young or something because he looks so much different now.
Who was he dating? Was he dating Keebler for a while? Or was
I
it
don't
Tori
know.
Wilson?
I have no idea.
I thought he was dating one of the two of those
No, but
ladies.
he was always fun to watch.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I got.
It's a good show. I'm glad you're watching it. I enjoy it. I like that documentary style shit. Plus, it's got the one and only Keith David.
I don't think so. Else. No.
No.
They were showing Al Snow and was it Bob Holly wrestling in the
the
river?
river match. Yeah.
Al Snow's got such like his entrance music is so good.
I think that's
He nailed it. What?
St. Valentine's Day Massacre, I think, is what that's on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Al Snow nailed it. I don't know whose idea it was for his intro music, but they nailed it.
We, I know I told you to remind me of this earlier, but I just thought about it. So we hired this new guy who's working over in the services section. He's this really big, tall, bald dude who has facial hair. Definitely looks like a Stone Cold lookalike. So, like, I
Like,
don't
what kind of facial hair though? Like goatee?
He's got more of the goatee chin strap kind of thing going on, so it's a little extra facial hair, but you know, whatever. Use your imagination. That's what I do. I don't know the dude super well yet, but I definitely I've been calling him Stone Cold from a ways away, not in like a negative term, but just because I think it's really funny. And this morning I was cracking jokes about it because I mean, why not? Because it's Stone Cold, and I said, well, every time he sells a service, every time he recommends something to a client or a customer, you need to just be like, well, you know, I really recommend you getting this tech support. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I just wanted to do it once to one customer, just because I think it would be super fucking funny. Then we were joking about how we want to get a folding chair and put it over in the services bubble and write on it in case of emergencies or Vince McMahon sightings. Like, just stupid shit like that I think would be really fucking funny. And, like, get him, like, some fake beers to put back there, like, smash together before he goes and helps a client. Just random bullshit like that. Well, like, we're yelling and screaming and having a good time about it this morning, and then I walk out of the office, and he's, like, in the other room that's catty corner from me, and the walls are super paper thin, so I guarantee he heard me screaming, and that's the bottom line. So unless he's really daft, he definitely knows I'm talking about him, and now I feel like a jackass. But I told like 4 or 5 people about it, and they just all fucking were crying, laughing, crying. Might be the funniest thing I've done since having children. It's pretty good.
That was funny. I've seen that video.
What? It's not a long video. It's not long.
It was nominated for Best Animated Short Film, I believe,
Animated because of my facial expressions, or
on a documentary subject. What? I don't know. Yeah, someone was. No, there was no woman. It was just a
Herzog
drawing.
directed that, right?
It was a drawing of a lady. That's all I got for jokes and otherwise.
Ryan, what have you been up to?
nothing too exciting for games. I'm trying to finish the 360 games I have. So, done with Half-Life 2. Did it all. Everything to do in Half-Life 2, I've done.
Nice.
Sort of. Yeah, it ends on a cliffhanger, and so they definitely were supposed to be making another one. But who knows when that's going to happen. And then I blasted through Left 4 Dead 2, because that's not very long, because it's meant to be played multiple times, but I got that as a gift shortly after it came out, and I just never got around to really playing it.
Did you play it in anticipation of Evolve?
No. When is that coming out?
February. Talk about a game that like has nothing interesting to me. Is Evolve.
Don't give a fuck.
But it's being made by some of the people who made Left 4 Dead, right?
Yeah, I didn't know exactly who, but I knew someone was involved.
Well, they're not using the Source engine, are they? I hope not.
Like the old rap magazine, The Source. Nothing.
Yeah, they're cutting out pages of that and somehow turning that into a game.
Yeah. Good.
Straight from the source. Red Faction Guerrilla. That game has got everybody's favorite Troy Baker as the main character.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this was like back when Troy Baker was fairly unknown as far as video game voices go. But that game is actually pretty good. It is a lot of fun to just destroy shit. It's kind of hard, but
yeah, that was my problem. It's like I loved Red Faction 2 on PS2 and other systems, but like I thought Guerrilla was, it was too hard on normal. But if you put it on easy, it was like way too easy. It's like,
I don't know what difficulty I'm playing on. I probably have it on normal. But what I like is like you'll have like you want to go like destroy some building and they'll have like a fence up, and so in normal games, the strategy would like sneak in there and destroy it. But in this game, the strategy is just drive your car right to the fence into the building, and then try to blow the building up. So,
did you play Armageddon? That was the next one.
Yeah, I got that for free in a Humble Bundle on PC, but it didn't run that great on my PC, so I only played a little bit.
Yeah, that game is
Might
like
have also been a PS Plus game.
It may have been. That game is way too linear, especially compared to Guerrilla.
Yeah.
You're like walking around some cave shooting bugs, and I mean like shit like explodes sort of like Guerrilla did.
There's like a destruct, like a thing where you can destruct things and then reconstruct them, right, or something in that one.
Yeah. Yeah, which they kind of stole from Singularity, perhaps.
Yeah, I think Singularities was a little simpler though, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah. It wasn't as good, is the point.
Yeah, I might try to finish that, but I've done some things this past week that has done the opposite of what I'm trying to do to my 360 games. So,
oh no!
I might keep that as a surprise until they show up.
A Halloween surprise.
Oh
Yeah.
god! I don't like that sound at all.
It involved me going to. I went to a Gamers, I went to a GameStop, and I went to Best Buy looking for pre-owned copies of these. And some people had them, but the condition they were in was not the way what I would prefer. So I didn't buy them. And GameStop was the worst because I went in there and I was the only person in there. And the guy immediately, he's right by the door. I walk in, he was like, he asked me what I'm doing, asked if I'm looking for anything in particular, and I was like, no, I'm just browsing. And since I'm the only dude in the store, he's like, you can't be just browsing. You're probably in here for something. I just want to be like, dude, just leave me alone. I know what I'm looking for. Just get the fuck away from me.
That's usually
but he wasn't. He was a
asshole. Go fuck yourself.
Did he ask you to pre-order Advanced Warfare while you were there?
Or WWE 2K15 or 14?
And part of the reason was I didn't want to say what I was looking for because I don't.
It's embarrassing.
What was not. He finds it though. And
what are you looking for? Are you looking for the fucking Transformers game like Ralph?
Yep, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Fucking Transformers games.
But so yeah, he finds half of what I'm looking for, and the state of it was not the
Disc
state
1
that
of
I
6.
wanted it.
Disc
So-
1 is epic.
What are you doing? Buying Final Fantasy VI on the Xbox 360? Because that doesn't exist.
I already got
He was.
6 on PlayStation 1, but so yeah, I was like, yeah, this is not what I'm looking for because this looks like shit. And so he was like, well, it's hard to find something with everything in it, like the case looking
Some
nice and the
massive case like
manual and
that.
no sticker.
Yeah.
And I was
such
like, well,
classics.
And I was like, for a couple of dollars more, I can find what I'm looking for on the internet. So I went that route. So,
So
I
you
don't
when
know.
will this, when will this
What?
surprise be unveiled?
According to the internet, in like a week or two.
Okay. So yeah, it would be a Halloween surprise. Oh god.
Yeah. Well, it's early Halloween surprise, but yeah.
Don't whip out your pumpkin. I don't want to see it. Your pumpkin head.
There is a movie called Pumpkinhead. It is a
I
horror
know
movie.
that's what the reference was. It wasn't about your penis. Calm down.
I thought it was actually penis.
If I
but
if I say mushroom head, I'm talking about the band, not your penis.
But so yeah, they've changed the Ankeny GameStop quite a bit, and it looked completely different.
It's
Still
still
same.
GameStop, so
Yeah, so, and then when I went into Gamers, I was also the only person in the store. But since they're like have a huge counter that they're behind, they asked me if I was looking for anything. I was like, no, I'm just browsing, and then they just left me alone because they're behind a counter and just went and did whatever the hell they do behind the counter.
there's probably 6 of them working there at like
Uh,
1 in the afternoon also.
There was only 2 this time. But there could have been some others hanging out in the back.
what day was it though? What day?
Oh, it was like a Wednesday, I think.
That's why. if it's a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday, there's about 35 Gamers Associates packed into that fucking place, and they are amped and ready to go. And by amped and ready to go, I mean they've drank a lot of Mountain Dew Amp and they haven't showered in about a week. So
This Gamers looked like it didn't really have much. So, I don't know. They definitely didn't have what I wanted. But their stuff looked better than the stuff at GameStop, though. Which
Yeah.
is weird.
It tends to be, which yeah, is weird.
But, so, yeah, that's about it for games. Oh, I started playing GTA 5 again. I found all the spaceship parts. The one I was missing, I found it.
nice.
It was an easy one to find too. So, and then you get like a special car for it, and you have to go take that car, and you have to put it in like a garage to save it. Otherwise, it'll just be gone for forever. So I immediately drive it out of the garage that I get it, and because you like go show the guy that you got all the spaceship parts, and then he leaves, and he leaves his car there. So you take his car as your reward. And I went to drive over like this stack of tires because that's right outside of the garage, and I got stuck on the stack of tires and I couldn't move. So I didn't want to like destroy the car, so I didn't take out any weapons to like move my car. So I was like, I'll just get a car nearby and push it out. So I go get to the car, come back to the stack of tires, and it's gone. Disappeared.
That's funny.
So
What the hell?
all that for nothing. But so I'll probably keep doing that. I'm looking for the letters now. I also forgot that I deleted the 8 gig install for GTA 5, so I had to sit through that again. So that was exciting.
That sucks.
So we can just start talking about all these awesome movies I watched.
I mean, I don't necessarily care about. I know that voice.
Well, yeah, that's voice actors.
I don't.
Guess who
don't
got
care.
snubbed?
Fucking
No Troy Baker. Zero
Thank
Troy
God.
Baker in that.
Thank God.
Nolan North is in it though.
That is.
It was put together by John DiMaggio, so
Is that Joe's brother?
Yeah.
it could be. Yeah, it looked like he had some. Looks like he had Lou Gehrig's in it. You know.
That's what Joe DiMaggio was famous for.
Yeah. Wow.
Did he
God.
play back in that era?
What?
Did he play back in that era? When Lou
Joe
Gehrig had?
DiMaggio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think so.
It was a loose connection, but I thought it worked.
A
A
lose?
loose connection.
Sure.
Is that a Last of Us reference?
That was a nothing reference.
Last of Us Gehrig?
Last of Us.
Uh,
Oh, fuck, that was good. That was a
so yeah,
stretch.
that's kind of interesting. Some of those voice actors have appeared on some TV shows, like that. Have you guys ever watched Louis C.K. his show?
No.
No.
Louis?
A couple
You
of
mean
women.
Louis?
Well, it's Louis C.K., but the show's called Louis. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched Louis before, yes.
Well, his name is Louis C.K. in the show, so.
Haven't we talked about this show on here before?
Like, you want to emphasize that the name of the show is actually Louis, but it's
I'm
not
just
that
telling
big of a deal.
The name of the show is Louis, yes. I've watched Louis, the show, before. I've watched
Okay.
every episode except for this past season.
I don't even know what the new most recent season is.
4?
Probably. I know there's 3 seasons on Netflix or whatever. But yeah, there's a couple of voice actresses that are on. I know that voice. I think that's pretty typical for comedy shows, though. And a few of them were. Did you ever see that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where Frank wants to marry that whore?
No.
No?
And she dies of a heart attack before he can marry her.
Nope.
Is that the same episode he goes on a date with that old lady?
I don't like how old. Oh yeah, well, I don't know about that because
You know what I'm talking about, though? He goes out. He
the
goes
old
out.
lady is the one he used to date or something like that,
Yeah,
and then he finds
yeah.
out she's
He's
old.
like,
even
come
though
on,
she's
let's
younger
party.
than
And
him.
she's like, no, I don't do that shit anymore. He's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
No, I can't remember if it's the same episode or not, but he wants to. Apparently, there's this whore he goes to all the time. It's the one where this whore she has a client who she says is Tiger Woods, but it's really a fake Tiger Woods.
I don't remember.
Well, anyways, apparently she's a voice actress. So it was kind of weird seeing a bunch of voice actresses not really knowing what they look like, and then or just voice actors in general, and then finding out that I've seen them on other TV shows doing normal stuff.
Right.
But really, what they do is a bunch of crazy voices. So I don't know. It's worth a watch. It's not very long. Speaking of worth a watch and not very long, we got Jennifer's Body.
It's a hot banger.
Yeah, it's got Derek's favorite, Amanda Seyfried.
Her making out with Megan Fox in one scene.
Yeah, that happens.
It's a hot banger.
That sounds like it fappens. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm. Yep. M. Night Shyamalan. He made that movie, right?
fappening? Yeah. He's all about the fappening. He'd be so rich if he was doing the fappening. It'd be intense. We were all dead to begin with.
So yeah, I've seen half of that before, like on HBO, and I just wanted to see the other half. So
Are you saying you
And-
saw one boob and you just wanted to finish off and see the other boob?
there's no boobs,
Nope.
no nudity in that.
Well, that sucks.
Zero nudity. Megan Fox isn't gonna show any nudity.
I mean, you don't know that.
You didn't watch Ninja Turtles.
That's true. She's so nude in
There's
that movie.
no way.
The
It's super
PG-13
bad.
joint. Yeah.
Is it like side boob?
It's like silent nudity. You don't even hear it.
Not quite a talkie yet.
Nope.
And then for 99 cents, I had the pleasure of watching Saw 4. And that movie's about worth 99 cents.
Yeah.
It just went all downhill from there. Saw 5, man.
Which one's 4? Is 4 the one with the ice block?
Hidden Donnie
Yeah, that's
Wahlberg.
when Donnie Wahlberg gets his head smashed.
That's what I thought.
So, man, the actors they got, like, they had like 3 actors that looked like the same person. Like the 2 cops, and then
Yeah,
the
the
lawyer.
Mexican-looking dudes. Yeah, they all look the same.
Yeah. Like these 2 cops, and then the lawyer. They just all look like the same dude. And I don't know, like, they like shot it with like a green tint or something, or what, and then everything looks like it has bloom on it. It's just really weird.
Is 5 the one with Chester Bennington, or was that the beginning of 4?
I don't even know what that means. Chester Bennington.
I didn't know he was in one of them.
The lead singer of Linkin Park. It's the one where he's stuck in that car. He's like handcuffed to the car.
Yeah, I think that's 5.
Okay, that's
And
right.
he's got his skin glued to the back seat or some shit.
Yep.
I didn't see 5.
How sad is it that I remember that shit? That's so fucked. What is wrong with me?
I'm surprised you remember which movie it came from, because they could be any of them.
I relatively remember like the gist of those movies, except for the later ones. I mean, there's some of them.
It might have been the final chapter, though. I think that actually was the final chapter.
I don't think so.
Because they had the new cop in that one that dies with the machine gun in the
Yeah, it
final
definitely
chapter.
wasn't the final chapter.
I'm pretty sure it was, though. Because I just watched it.
I mean, I'm about to call your bluff and look, so we'll see. Hang on.
I have no interest.
Keep talking.
Because in the final chapter is when everybody dies.
Thanks for
And then-
spoiling it.
Well, everybody dies except for the dude who survived in the first film.
The Jigsaw, the guy on the bike,
Was there a bike?
the dwarf on the bike. Oh, the
They have-
tricycle.
They have a special name for that thing. What? I don't know what it is, but
Bernice.
yeah, I'd call it Bernie. That's what I'd call him. Yeah. Here comes Bernie to tell you how you're gonna die.
That's Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
That's his voice. From the grave.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that was in the last one because one of the guys gets his arms and his chin ripped off, and that whole death scene with the car, and then they use him as a decoy to make them think
Damn
that the FBI cop.
Yeah,
And I just watched it like a day ago.
All right. Calm down. No need to
But
get
at
all
first I
fucked
thought
up.
you were right though, because that's how forgettable these movies are.
No need to get all up. These movies made so much money, though. Still, the last one brought in $136 million. It only cost 17. Like that's just insane.
I'm surprised it cost that much money. But yeah, like after 3, they just like throw the rule book out the window, and people just start getting killed because they need to get killed. And the dude is way worse at covering his tracks than that Tobin Bell guy.
Yeah, the Mexican dude.
Is he Mexican?
I don't know what he is. He's brown.
Brown. That was only white guys from what
Nah,
I
he's
remember.
definitely brown. He's definitely brown.
Well,
His hair is brown.
Brown. He's brown. Fucking brown. Move on.
I think it was just the bloom lighting
Brown.
that is making me think he's so
Gold
brown.
bloom.
He's so brown.
He's gold
Which,
bloom.
like the guy who's killing people?
Yeah. Constus
brown.
Malador, or whatever the fuck his name is. Costas Mandalore.
That doesn't even sound like a person.
He's fucking Greek, Australian, whatever
That
the
doesn't
fuck
sound
that is.
brown. That sounds like a white ass white dude. Uh, but then they had one dude who was known from the Gilmore Girls. So he has to jab a pin into his throat so he can breathe, because he's getting murdered by water.
The hell?
Oh, these movies are so dumb.
I kind of want to watch them all now.
Oh, that's why I wanted to watch them, because I was like, these got to be terrible. They have to be so stupid.
I've only seen the first 4.
There's a lot of really gross shit that happens, though. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then, like, they just willy-nilly just jump around from, like, time
jump
period to time period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's bad.
like, and it's really hard to
It's bad.
follow. And then every single movie has, like, here's all this shit that you didn't know because you had no chance of knowing it, and we're going to show it to you in, like, 30 seconds. So,
Yeah, the whole time travel device. Who invented that? The Bernie on the trike.
I think it was like 4 that thought it was getting really fancy and had like this cut where somebody went smashing through a door and then it went right to the police station and started with the next scene. It was really stupid. But I put that IMDb stuff on there because I was really surprised at how like high the ratings were. Like I can see people really liking the first one, and then the second one I thought was okay, but then like from then on it starts to become garbage. but the IMDb ratings are still kind of high.
You should go with the Metacritic ratings because I'm sure they're
Yeah.
really good.
Like in the 20s or the 30s.
Oh, probably.
But yeah, so I would have watched 6, but I would have had to pay $10 to watch 6.
Is there
And
6 or 7 of them?
There's 7.
7.
Shit.
It was
The last
Saw.
one's in 3D.
It was Saw 3D that Chester Bennington was in. So Saw 3D. So that's the last one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are they gonna make any more, or
Nah, they retired that shit.
because they still have a potential killer?
They'll probably reboot it at some point.
They made that much money. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Michael Bay's gonna help them reboot it.
Gross.
probably.
His production company.
You
Platinum
finished off.
Dunes.
You finished off The Leftovers this week.
Yeah, man. It should be done. Like there should not be a second season, but there's going to be. I don't know what's gonna happen in it, but
They wrap it up really well. Don't spoil it, obviously, but
well, I mean, they just like at random times decide like, hey, there was a book that was already written. Let's just use something right out of that book, and I don't really know what makes them decide to do that, but they occasionally do, and so it kind of ends where the book ends. So I don't know.
well, I mean, if they have if they have the dude that wrote it executive producing, then maybe they're doing a George R. R. Martin type thing where they're having him
Well,
write.
they also have him down as a writer too. So I mean,
So
I don't
it should
know.
be.
I don't know if they just have him as a writer because he wrote the book, but they don't explain any of the supernatural stuff, and I don't know if they ever will. So I mean, the book made it clear that it wasn't going to try to. So I don't. The TV show, on the other hand, is teasing you about it over and over again.
Right.
So, and there's also like way more action in the TV show. Like a lot of the murder and chaos stuff that happens in the show never happens in the book. So they definitely tried to spice it up a little bit for HBO. So I'm really curious about what season 2 will be.
We shall see. Shall see indeed.
And they didn't do anything like ballsy either. Like there's some characters that die in the book that are still alive for the TV show. One of them being somebody who's also in Lord of the Rings as an elf. That's pretty specific.
Orlando Bloom.
She also might be the daughter of a famous singer of a band.
Liv Tyler's sister.
The plus model? Is that what
The
she
one who
was?
was married to Papa Roach's drummer. That one.
Whatever happened to them? Whatever happened
Pete
to
Roach,
Still banging.
they're still hanging and banging.
what was the song they were known for? Like Last Resort or something? Or
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
popular one,
That
yeah.
was that was the first big one. I believe.
Suffocation, no breathing. Don't
Mhm.
give a. All right, enough about Papa Roach.
They could have
Should
put
we,
that in one of the Saw movies. They would have fit in.
Do you got anything else, or should we move on to news? Because I ain't got much of it. We're gonna blow through this.
Not unless Saw 6 becomes cheaper.
Yes, we'll pick up on that saga another time. Let's get into some movie news, shall we?
All right.
I don't see
Awesome.
why not.
Todd Phillips, the guy that did The Hangover, he's looking to gear up a new movie called Arms and the Dudes. The two stars, Jesse Eisenberg and Shia LaBeouf. They are the two that are in talks to star in this movie. Movie's about two stoners who become the unlikeliest arms dealers who get a $300 million contract to supply weapons for its allies in Afghanistan and find themselves out of their depth. So if that sounds funny to you,
Like,
Guess
they're
what?
Johnny Death.
sure. Why
Okay.
not?
Confirmed he's in the movie.
The Walking Dead spinoff got a series order. So,
What's that?
they've been talking about this for a while. The companion
Silent
series.
Hills?
No. Pilot's going to be scheduled to show up early 2015, possibly.
Is it also going to have like 20 some episodes in it?
I have no idea. I hope not.
Because they've
I don't
way
even.
too many Walking Dead episodes.
I don't even know if I want more Walking Dead, let alone a spin-off series at this point.
Who's
So
in it?
they don't say.
All the people that died in The Walking Dead?
That would be awesome. Walking Dead Ghosts edition. I would watch that.
Call of Duty Ghosts, The
Yeah.
Walking
Yeah.
Dead.
Pretty
Mhm.
close. Much as we
Is
expected,
it based on the survival instinct story? Or
Ralph Phineas. Just as though we predicted, Planet of the Apes 3, Koba could be back.
Oh, that's hard to believe.
Much like you heard at the end of the credits, at the end of the movie, you heard some rustling. And as I talked to you before on the show, the director, Mr.
somebody
Matt
eating
Reeves,
potato chips?
Mr. Matt Reeves felt that Koba was too good of a character to get rid of, so we want to leave it open enough to possibly bring him back, although he's not sure as of yet. The Planet of the Apes 3, which still has no title, obviously, is slated for release July 29 of 2016.
It was Koba,
The main bad monkey,
played by Andy Serkis, or
no, played by Toby Kebbell.
Keith. Oh, the guy who's playing Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four. Is that right?
I will look.
I think that's right. I may be making that up.
Toby Kebbell doesn't say.
Toby Keith. It was him the whole time.
You want to look that up? I got nothing.
I can't get my internet to work besides what we're doing, which is
In case you guys were wanting more Arnold, he for sure is coming back, but not necessarily coming back in these movies. But two sequels to Terminator Genesis have been greenlit, one for 2017 and one for 2018.
so dumb.
a Terminator movie that's not out has already had sequels greenlit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're filming the sequels first. It should be-
They're actually just reboots to Terminator 1 and Terminator 2.
Who's directing whatever, Genesis or whatever?
Alan Taylor.
Alan Taylor, yep, from awesome Game of Thrones and terrible Thor the Dark World. Terrible Thor the Dark World.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Captain America's at Redbox right now.
Thanks for the update? Question mark? I mean,
Is that supposed to be a good one? I mean, that's related to Thor. They're Avengers.
that is my second favorite Marvel movie now that I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, but sure.
Yeah, right.
Probably Ralph's least favorite, but whatever works.
It's down there. Yep.
Robert Downey Jr. has said that there is not a plan for a fourth Iron Man quite yet.
That's gotta be false.
You don't think so?
Well, that third one made over $1 billion, so...
Yeah, but he also got paid $50 million for Iron Man 3. $50 million.
But they still cleared quite a bit of
I feel like
millions.
they made money.
Oh, yeah.
They would do it with or without him, I'm pretty sure.
I think they could get another Iron Man, or they could just throw Don Cheadle in there. I mean, he couldn't carry the movie.
As
but,
Iron Man.
yeah, they could throw him in there. I mean, you got to think with this new comic book story of Falcon being Captain America in the comic books, you could technically get rid of Chris Evans and put Anthony Mackie in the suit. I like Anthony Mackie. He was funny.
Yeah.
It could happen.
How much is Gwyneth Paltrow getting paid for these movies?
One slap in the face after a conscious uncoupling. Let's see. Never mind. Don't worry about it. This got me really fucking excited, and I don't mean just giving me a boner. Supposedly, reportedly, questionably, Rachel McAdams is up for a lead role in True Detective, which would be
In The
fucking
Notebook, too.
awesome. No, gross. Dude, if it was her and Ryan Gosling, though, that would be like the highest rated TV show of all time.
Or they make that a movie.
Why wouldn't they make it a movie?
No, for Notebook 2, not
Oh.
True Detective.
Well, whatever. But anyway, True Detective, a very loose rumor that Rachel McAdams coming to True Detective. That would be pretty cool. Would that make you want to watch it, Ralph? You like her, right? She's hot.
Yeah, but I've seen movies with her as a lesbian, so
You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that anymore. What do you
no.
guys feel about a pumpkin spice condom? You guys down with that?
I don't even understand what that means.
That's the plot of Pumpkinhead.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. Fuck me. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Is this news? Chris
This
Pratt.
is news. Chris Pratt is hosting the premiere of Saturday Night Live this year on September 27th. In case you guys were wondering more about who's going to perform, it's that stupid fucking Ariana Grande bitch.
Wouldn't it be awesome if it was just Chris Pratt for an hour and a half?
Singing, that would be
Doing
fantastic.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm excited
They're
about that.
almost. I would say I never think about Saturday Night Live throughout the year, unless somebody says something to me about Saturday Night Live, like just now.
I only think about it if there's two hosts on there, and the two hosts would be either Jimmy Fallon
Justin Bieber.
or Justin Timberlake.
I was close.
It's the only time I ever watch Saturday Night Live.
How many times has Timberlake done that?
4 or 5.
Why don't you just rewatch all the old Jimmy Fallon episodes? Because holy shit, was he the worst part of Saturday Night Live back then?
It's the Red
Besides Tina
Sox
Fey,
guy.
if she was on there. Yeah. Gosh, Red Sox guy. Fuck. Me.
Did he do the new show too sometime?
Yeah, he did. Gosh. What a fucking horrible time to be alive.
Oh, God. Poor Jimmy Fallon. Rosewater, the new Jon Stewart movie, got screened at the Toronto International Film Festival. So some reviews coming out of that.
Is that what he was doing during his time off or whatever? Or,
Yeah, he's doing a movie in Jordan. So, I mean, mediocre reviews saying that his direction is good, but kind of slow pacing, things of that nature. But I'm still excited to see it. I'm not a really big political fan when it comes to like movies, but I'm not whatever. I think
Is
it
it
looks
better than? Would you rather watch that or Half Baked?
that
Half-baked.
He was briefly in that.
He was in
half-baked.
Death to Smoochie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
I
in
think
Death Smoochie. Yeah. I mean,
Rambo
DeVito were
5.
doing.
Last
you guys
Blood.
Yeah, fuck yeah, isn't that awesome?
Is it actually going to be the last one? Because they should have ended a while ago, right?
I don't know, but supposedly that is the new title of Rambo 5.
Hold on.
Last
I
Blood.
already know the plot of this.
Because of the game.
Well, no. Well, it's
Is it
just
like a girl going through menopause or
yeah, that's what I
something?
was gonna say. Yeah, it's somebody's menopause. Damn it! It's like the one. It's the last one.
You squeeze out the last drop?
Damn it. Oh, that's gross. But it's true. It's a documentary.
Yeah, Rambo's got to save them from puberty and from menopause.
Either way, they're dying.
When this gets made, you're going to have 5 more songs to make. 5.
That's fine.
Oh, man, that's fucking funny. Squeeze the last drop out of her. Oh, that's so gross. There's rumors, according to Alex Kurtzman, that the Venom movie they're making might be R-rated.
That's
It's supposed
kinda
to
awesome.
be Venom and Carnage. That would be fucking cool, right?
Except Alex Kurtzman's involved.
Yeah, he
But
doesn't
other than that,
know. He doesn't know what he's doing.
did they name a director for that?
No, he's
Or was
writing
it-
the script, but I don't think that
No.
I don't know that he's directing it. I know he's writing it. It does say he's supposed to direct it, but I don't know that he's going to. But yeah, that would be awesome. An R-rated Venom Carnage movie. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What if it was X-rated?
2017. 2017 is your rumored date. Robert Downey Jr. news. He reportedly joined the Assassin's Creed movie. as Leonardo fucking da Vinci.
I
Uh,
sound like you
What
said
you, got all,
Dawson.
you got all the robot voice.
Sound like you said Dawson's Creek, but I think you said Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
Either way.
he said
Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed movie, yeah. Robert Downey Jr. as Leonardo da Vinci.
Who's Desmond? Who's the main
Fassbender?
character?
Couldn't tell you.
Isn't it Fassbender?
Ezio?
He's supposed to be in it. Oh, I don't know who's who.
It says Michael Fassbender remains attached to the upcoming film, presumably to star in the leading role.
Gingerbeard gonna be in full effect, or
That's a great question. May 22nd of 2015. I guess if that's coming out, they need to get on that shit quick.
I need to write that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be terrible. They don't need to write that shit. They've already done it.
All they need to do is just put Robert Downey Jr. standing on a pedestal for like 2 hours, and people will go pay to watch that.
Yeah.
Should move on to gaming news. That's all I got for movies, unless anybody else has anything big.
Nope.
Let's start with this: Mortal Kombat X or 10, whatever you'd like to
Or
call it.
Cross.
April 14th, April 14th, 2015 is when it's going to be released.
Awesome.
Excited? Not excited? What do we feel?
Don't care.
Yeah, I kind of don't care anymore.
Well, which is it? Don't care?
I'll play it, but I'm not excited.
Right on. All right. Well, there it is.
Oh.
April 14th, 2015. Get it if you want it. Fuck off if you don't. Another release date. There's been a slew of release dates this week.
That's their marketing.
Arkham Knight has been announced with a release date, June 2nd, 2015. So those January dates, definitely not true. Got pushed all the way back to June. They also
Not coming out in Japan.
the Arkham Knight Limited Edition, as well as the Batmobile Edition, which if you like that Batmobile sliding around, you pick that son of a bitch up for only $200.
I thought I heard that sold out already too, but that's probably not true.
That's gross.
Well, it's only PS4 in Japan, so no Xbox One in Japan.
They don't make Xbox One games in Japan, just the system.
Yeah, that doesn't sell very well.
Sell very well. Does not sell very well at all. Resident Evil Revelations 2, launching for PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and PC in 2015. It's going to star none other than
Claire Danes.
Redfield. Well, close. Claire Redfield.
And
it's gonna
some
be
new chick.
episodic.
And some new chick. Yep. They also released a gameplay trailer later on last week.
I don't know if I'd call it a gameplay trailer, but like footage of some stuff in the game.
How do you guys feel about that? You guys excited about Claire coming back for a game?
Sorta. I don't like that it's episodic though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care who's in it, just as long as it plays well. But it sounds like they're releasing it episodic and then on a disc also.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense though, because they wouldn't want to. Well, do you think they would have every episode available right away, or do you think they'd do like The Walking Dead and do episode every couple months?
It's hard to say with Capcom. I don't know. I really have no idea. I just want the full version. I want the physical release.
Did you guys see this article that popped up that Miyamoto didn't want Hyrule Warriors to be more Zelda than Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah, I saw that. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense considering it's. Go ahead.
Well, just because his team's not developing it, so he didn't want them fucking it up, probably.
Right. It more hack and slash. They try to keep it more Dynasty Warriors with that type of gameplay. But I think just the inclusion of Zelda and being Hyrule Warriors, quote unquote, is going to make it sell really well. Comes out September 26th, a couple more weeks away, and you will have it in your collection, right, Ralph?
Yeah, but I mean, making it sell well. I mean, it's only on Wii U, so.
That's kind of a double negative, right?
Yeah.
Batman 3 Beyond Gotham has a season pass and DLC. In case you guys were all about that, 3 DLC packs. You have the Dark Knight pack, the 75th Anniversary Batman pack, and the Man of Steel pack.
Batman 3. What the heck is that?
Lego.
Lego
Oh,
Batman 3.
Yeah.
Lego Batman.
A Lego game does not need DLC
Nope, sure doesn't.
because they fart those things out like all the time. So
Speaking of more release dates, as I keep going on with this great list, Watch Dogs coming to Wii U on November 18th in Mexico. Apparently just Mexico.
isn't that the same day as possibly spoiler of your news, Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4?
Grand Theft Auto 5, that is the capper of the news, so thanks for stealing that thunder, dick. Grand Theft Auto 5 to release on Xbox One and PS4 on November 18th. PC getting the shaft again. That gets shifted back to January, I believe, of 2015, January 27th. All I care about is somebody hopefully doing another trade-in thing like they did with The Last of Us, so I can pick that up. I really want it.
Yeah, GameStop would probably do something like that, but I would
It'd be
imagine
nice.
were they the ones who did The Last of Us one? Or
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could pick that.
I may give in and pick that up, but I don't know.
You should definitely do it. A new Humble Bundle for those of you like Ryan who like to play PC games. Could up to what is that, like 12 games on that Humble Bundle?
I can't remember. They keep doing a bunch of games that I'm not interested in, so I don't know what this one is.
Let's see what the games are. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know what any of these games are. SteamWorld Dig, Hammerwatch, Gunpoint. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
these are a bunch of games that I wasn't interested in.
To begin with,
Big.
SteamWorld
Dig's a
Dig.
hot one.
I still thought about picking that up on the Wii U. I haven't done it, but I thought about it. That counts, right?
I enjoyed it.
Thought crime.
EA removed Ray Rice. We talked about that in this week's sports show about Ray Rice beating the hell out of his woman. They are pulling him from Madden NFL 15. So for those of you who are trying to still use him, he is no longer going to be available.
Just don't connect to the internet.
It's true.
Isn't he still couldn't they keep him as like a free agent or something? Or
He probably is. If I had to, well,
he might
I
just
would
be out of
think
the game
so.
completely.
I mean, if he's banned from the game, then I would doubt it.
yeah, maybe there's something to do with that. But I mean, yeah, if you don't connect to the internet, you're fine.
Did you see this, Ryan? A new Metal Gear collection being teased by
I
Kojima.
heard about it. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
What do you think it's going to be?
I really don't know because they've had like 3 of them in like the last couple of years. So
I
they had
tried
like a
to find.
PlayStation 2 one.
I tried to find the PS3 one, and it's going for like a couple $100 places. I'm like, that's insane.
I think that comes with like a download for the first game.
Yeah, that's why I didn't end up buying it. Plus, I would have hated them all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what like. I would assume they'd all be on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So it could be the first time that Metal Gear Solid 4 is on an Xbox console. So.
We shall see. We shall
But
see.
yeah, I have no idea. I mean, there's one of the PSP games that has never really gotten. Well, it's part of the main story, but it's still only on PSP. So I would like to see that as part of the collection, but I doubt it.
You guys know what Shadow Warrior is?
Yeah, it's one of my top 5 most looked for games this fall.
So it's got a European release date of October 24th. Bandai Namco announced that. I didn't know anything about the game. I remember you saying something about it now because the name sounded familiar. Did you know that your main character, his name is Lo Wang?
I did.
Oh man, that's good stuff. God, that's funny.
Yeah.
So that's happening. Stealth 2, Game of Clones release date announced coming out on Wii U exclusively on October 23rd.
Don't care.
Nope.
Sounds like some unfortunate naming.
And the last thing that I've got for news, hopefully you guys have something we can end off on a little bit stronger since you decided to steal my Grand Theft Auto news. Final Fantasy Type 0 has been re-rendered specifically for PS4 and Xbox One. So says Hajime Tabata, that's Final Fantasy director, who has been working on this for quite some time. So that has been redone for the PS4 in the bone. We'll look for hopefully some type of release date for that here soon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's that PSP game that only came out in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they originally said it was going to be a mobile game, and then they switched it to PSP, and then supposedly it's supposed to be completely different than most Final Fantasy games. So I don't really know what that's supposed to mean either, but we'll find out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That was strong.
That's all I've got for news. Anybody else have anything really awesome to talk about, or anything else to go over before we just cut it off at the head, Pumpkinhead?
Well, that Smash Brothers demo is out.
Oh yeah, good call.
Well, for Platinum Club Nintendo members, apparently.
I'm about to play that as soon as we get out of here.
I'd give out a code, but I know no one listens to this. Who would give a shit even?
Hey, what about this? They updated the Super Smashing Sale. They updated that yesterday. Any of these games worth the shit that I should buy? Oracle of Seasons for $3.99. Link to the Past for Wii U for $5. Minish Cap for Wii U for $5. Oracle of Ages for $4. Either of those worth it?
If you didn't like A Link Between Worlds, then you would hate all of them. So no.
Fantastic. How about F-Zero? I don't have any interest in.
You might like that.
Fire Emblem Awakening, I don't have any interest in. What about Mega Man? You got Mega Man 1, 2.
No, if you don't like Tropical Freeze because it's hard, then there is no way in fuck you'd like a Mega Man game.
What about Kid Icarus for $3.50?
I don't
Game
know.
control like garbage.
Well, I've never played.
Oh, is
Kid
it the
Icarus.
original? Or is it the
Yeah,
3DS?
The 3DS one's also on sale, but yeah, that
What about Sonic?
Sonic's good. I just don't know how that version.
I played Sonic games. I'm not just kidding.
I mean, I don't. That could be. If that's the 3D version, I might pick that up because they like redid some of them old Genesis games in 3D for some reason, but I don't know if that is that version or not.
We'll update. Hopefully, I assume it's going to be all Pokemon next week because the people that it shows for next week's sale is Lucario, Pikachu, Charizard, and Greninja, as well as Samus, Zero Suit Samus, the Wii Fit Trainer, and your Mii fighters. So look forward to whatever games they might have next week. That'll update on the 18th.
And the Club Nintendo games this month are terrible.
They're garbage. Absolutely garbage. I was not a fan.
No.
Week 4, though, I'm holding out. You got Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Kirby, King DDD, Pikmin and Olimar, Fox, Pac-Man, and Villager, so I'm hoping to get some good sales there. Tropical Freeze, I'm coming back.
It'll be on sale for $40.
That's what I paid for it originally. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, boys?
Nope.
I don't think so.
All right, let's get out of here. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Level Up Show. Thanks for tuning in this week. For Ryan, for Ralph, I am Derek. Level up.